What up, fish people? Kenny E with Danikin Aquatics. Well, I am sitting here down in the lower craft room slash 240 room, and I am stoked out of my mind. Just picked these guys up from a good friend, John Fish. He is amazing. He gave me the hookup, and these guys are awesome. These are Ultima Angels, and they are a pair. They're not breeding as of yet, but hopefully time will tell. Anyway, give you an idea what their environment will look like. This is their new allotted living space, 240 gallons of heavy planted space. And we've had these little endlers in here for quite some time, so that's very well established. Before I dropped them, just wanted to do one more check. All my specs are looking great, and as you can see, they look happy. They haven't colored up quite like they should yet, but I'm sure that will happen as they get more comfortable. Was going to wait to do a video until they were, but you know what? I was so stoked, I just felt the need to have to share it with y'all. But these guys are just beautiful. Absolutely love them. And my wife and I today, I've been unemployed for about it's been about 3 weeks now. I'm starting to do some interviewing finally. Sent out a bunch of apps. Anyway, so it's been giving me a little more time to spend with my fish. It's real rough to take, as you all probably already know. I'm gonna dread the day I have to go back to work because, you know, the last 3 weeks I've been spending with my fish. It's gonna be tough to not get to spend the day with them like I've been doing, but got to pay the bills. Anyway, guys, what y'all doing on this fine Saturday? I pretty much gonna hang out. I got a couple more tanks to clean, and then I'm gonna probably go down to the bowling alley and see if I can't win some money in old Monte Carlo tonight. Well, I've got you guys on this half of the tank. I'll bring it up for y'all. Everything you see right here, from that little one there all the way down, will all be in August's meeting for the Greater Portland Aquarium Society. These will be up for grabs at the auction. My wife and I had a little space in this 240, so we helped the club out and put them in here so they would be okay. As you can see, they've had quite a bit of growth and are looking great. So anyway, we will bag these up. I think on the Val, I think we're going to do 5 per bag. The Nubius is attached to that piece of wood there. There's different swords, crypts, a couple other things mixed in here. This came from a heavily planted tank that was just gorgeous. Myself and Roland Holtz had to go. It was donated to the club, and I tell you, it was just one of those tanks that you did not want to break down. It was that good looking. So anyway, and my wife can't wait for the meeting because she wants to finish this half of the tank up with her plants. We still have a ton of plants from when we went up to the AGA up in Seattle here. I think it was in March. And then also we've nabbed quite a few plants from our Greater Portland Aquarium Society annual plant sale. So we have a ton of plants to put on this side. She has started this side with some of her others that she's gotten sprouts and all kinds of stuff off of, and she's done a pretty good job. So I'm sure that is what our side over here is going to look like eventually. I'm not sure what she has in mind. That's her game, so we'll let her play as she sees fit. But me, guys, I'm all about the fish. I'll try to get you a little closer, and hopefully some of the red's starting to show. They don't seem to be real shy. They're actually pretty cool little fish. I shouldn't call them little. I mean, this is my hand to give you an idea. Them are good sized angelfish. They kind of surprised me with all these baby endlers. Like I said, we've had these endlers in here for, gosh, probably 30, 40 days or so. And they have reproduced pretty good in here. So I'm surprised I haven't seen these guys going after those little baby ones yet. I'm sure they will before it's over. We didn't put them in here to be prey, but it's just the way it's probably going to work out. It's tough enough to catch big fish out of a tank this size. I'm not going to try to catch all these little itty bitty endlers everywhere. If they make it, great. If they don't, it's part of the food chain, I guess, is the way. Don't like to say that, but it's just a fact. I'm not going to be able to get them all out of here. Eventually, once these guys settle in and feel comfortable, my wife and I are planning on putting our discus population down here as well. We have quite a few discus that we're going to dedicate this tank to. Is pretty much going to be discus. And then these angels. Now, if these guys were to start breeding activity, then I might hold off on the discus for a while and see what we can do to get these guys breeding. But if they don't ever breed, I'm happy just having them. So yeah, guys, that's what I got going on today. Got those guys. It's kind of nice being here on a Saturday, being able to just chill out and watch my tanks. You don't realize how much you enjoy it until you actually get to do it. I spent a lot of time on my tanks the last few weeks here. Well, and down here, I suppose I could give you guys a Shelly update as well, because I do have quite a few of those. We didn't think we were going to have this many survive, and they all did, basically. I would guess, just off the top of my head, we must have 60, maybe even 70 Signatus Shellyfish that are past the fry stage now. Now they're young adult stage, or youngins, I guess I would call them. And I will show you guys those as well real quick. Anyway, those are my new babies. They're so cool. Anyway, I'll flip you guys around. Oh, the other thing too, we did have, let me see if you guys can see them through here. Not seeing them right now. So anyway, our platinum half-beaks bred out as well, but they're pretty rotten to their babies. They're a little predacious of their babies. Anyway, guys, let me run you through here. Again, this is our 50 Lowboy Signatus tank. And we started this population thanks to the wet spot. Steve, again, if you ever watch my videos, thank you, sir. This particular Shelly is pretty hard to get your hands on. He was able to get them for me. And as you can see, we just got tons and tons of these little guys running around now. My wife did most of the work on this tank. She did a great job. But like I said, these little guys are everywhere. Right now, they're probably, I'd say probably a 1/4 inch long, somewhere in there. They're actually starting to look like Signatus now. Already starting to color up pretty nicely as well. Look at that. They're already, at this age, already starting to get a little territorial. That's awesome. Anyway, like I said, these guys have been fun to watch. And the parents are all starting to get in breed mode again. When it gets to that point, my wife and I, this is going to be the fun part. Try to get most of these little guys out of here and into a tank of their own so they don't get killed. That's going to be a fun day. Because if anybody that's kept Shelleys knows, the minute they're startled or whatnot, they immediately go for these shells. And then once they're in there, I mean, it's going to be a blast. So I'll probably have to set up the old cooler and put them in the cooler, and if I see them darting a shell, just take the shell and all and put it in the cooler and wait for them to come out and take the shell out. It's about the only way I can get away with it. So this tank's been up quite a while now. I want to say almost a year. Yeah, Daddy-O's over there chasing fry as we speak. That's probably not good. Excuse me, I said Daddy-O, that's Mama. And I see why now. She looks like she's nice and fat, so she must want to breed, and she don't like the idea of all these little juveniles running around in fear of what they might do to her babies that are going to be coming. So this is probably starting to turn into a little bit of a volatile situation. So I probably have to talk to the wife. We're going to probably have to get these fried, all these babies transferred pretty quick here. Grow them out the rest of the time in a 30 or something. But as you guys can see, I mean, all 3 pairs bred at exact same time. So, I mean, there's just fry everywhere. Anyway, guys, I won't keep you for long here. Yeah, she's definitely getting aggressive towards the babies now. So I think I'll know what I'll be doing the rest of the day. I think it's time to pull these little bad boys and let Mommy and Daddy and everybody do what they do without killing these ones. So as always, guys, love your fish. This is Kenny E. Checking out for now. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and have a good night.